Right then, welcome to my YouTube playthrough of Skyrim. It's Legendary Edition, not Special Edition. I've not bothered with the Special Edition as it doesn't seem to make too much of a difference with all of the mods I'm running. So yeah, this will be a modded playthrough. The mods are as follows. I will leave a list on the video as well. We've got Snow the Wolf Companion, Convenient Horses, Companions, Wolf Armour and Ancient Nord Shields, Immersive Armour, Nordic Shields, Insanity Shields, Shields of Jorrvaskr. I really do like my shields. Cloaks of Skyrim, Winter of Cut is Coming, which is also a cloak mod. Live Another Life, which is an alternate start mod. Immersive Merchandising, Auto Harvest, Harvest Overhaul, Skyrim HD 2K Textures, which is probably why Special Edition isn't making much of a difference. Falskar, which is a new island. Skyri, which is Skyrim redone, makes a few changes to things like standing stones and other bits. The unofficial high resolution patch, the unofficial Skyrim legendary patch, Frostfall, which adds the elements, you can freeze to death, that sort of thing. Open Sesame, which enables you to open locks with spells. Lockpick Graduation, which adds little gradients to a lock so that you can see the position of your lockpick. Realistic Needs and Diseases, self-explanatory, food, water, that sort of thing. Skyrim Script Extender, which is a must for most of the mods I'm running. They just won't run without it. Item Recycling, which enables you to melt down things such as iron weapons that you're never going to use and turn them into something useful. Hoth Troopers Armour Extras and Hoth Troopers Armour Compilation. Something called Reprocker, can't remember what that does. Castle Gondolin, which is a player home. Graven Deep, which is a custom quest line. The Mod Configuration Manager just makes everything a lot easier to use. Community Uncapper, which enables you to continue levelling your skills all the way up to 1,000, I believe. But you'll only get benefits up to 199, I think. Something called Skeleton Key, which enables you to make your own skeleton key, similar to the one you'll find in the Thieves Guild quest line. Dragonbone Weapons, a quality world map, race menu, which enables much more in-depth customization of your character. Enhanced blood textures, so blood spurting out of wounds and blood pools on the floor, that sort of thing. Immersive Weapons, Warchief Stronghold, which is another player home. Bandolier Bags and Pouches, I love that mod. I don't understand why in Bethesda games you can't carry a backpack, so that's what that mod does. Stones of Baronzire quest markers, tells you where to find them all. House map markers, makes navigating the cities a good deal easier. This one is a bit game breaking. Unread books glow. Essentially, books that you haven't picked up yet will glow so that you know that you need to pick them up. Dragon Priest map markers enables you to find all the Dragon Priest masks. Cartographer's map markers adds a lot more markers to the map. Better Dragon Plate armor, don't know what that does. Run for your lives, which allows the AI to run for the nearest building as soon as a dragon turns up. Sky UI, which is a much better user interface, and Camping Kit of the Northern Ranger, which I use with Frostfall. When you get too cold, pitch tent, set up a fire, and avoid freezing to death. The character I'm going to play is going to be a Nord, again for use with Frostfall. Nords get better frost resistance. I tend to use a lot of different options. I'll use crossbows, bows, a sword and a shield. Don't really use two-handed weapons, but I also make use of spells such as oak flesh, stone flesh, those two spells, wolf familiars, that kind of thing. So I imagine you could call my class an adventurer perhaps, but yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. Skyrim redone has been, oh yeah, that's fine. So this is the race menu mod. As you can see, it adds a lot more options. So yep, we're going to play as the Nords. They get better cold resistance. The orcs are tempting for me because they get a boost to their heavy armour. The red guards also tempting. They get a boost to one-handed, but I've played red guards almost extensively on this game, so I'm not going to do that again. Wood elves also tempting. Archery 10, but I don't know. They just don't look right. So we go over Nord. Skin tone. It's probably a bit too dark. Yeah, we go with that one. And then we'll put him all the way up to 1, make him nice and big, as a Nord should be. What scars are we going to have? Yeah, we go with that. War paint. Let's do that. War paint colour. We'll do that one. Not going to change any of that. I could be here all day if I started playing around with this, so we're not going to bother with that either. Eyes. Yeah, we'll keep those as they are. Brow, mouth, hair. Yeah, again, we'll leave that where it is, I think. Facial hair. Got to give him a beard. Yep, we'll go with that. Expressions. Yeah, looks like a mean old bastard now, doesn't he? Should we keep that? I don't know. Oops. What is going on? Looks a bit like Drake now, doesn't he? Let's put that back. Body paint, hand paint, foot paint, body scales. Nah, we'll leave all that as it is. And then we'll rename him. I'm going to call him Alaric in honour of the Alaric the Goth. I don't know if any of you know that name. Alright, and then we find... Oh yeah, we don't need to bother with that. Just wait for all my mods to start up, and then we'll get that configured. That's about right. So this is the mod configuration menu. Convenient horses. Yep, we'll consolidate all of those buttons into one. Make that G. Fast dismount V. Inventory N. Toggle B. give him Nordic armour, just because it looks nice. No bonuses. Gonna make him invulnerable, because horses die all the time. Followers get horses too. Skin selection per follower. Equipment, we'll make that Nordic as well. Dynamic speed, that lets the follower on their horse catch up to you quicker if they fall behind. I'm not going to change any of that. Enhanced blood. Oh, I've got to come out of the menu first. Enable. Oh, I'm not actually going to change any of this anyway. Frostfall. Overview. Start Frostfall. Exit to finish. Lost in thought, you reflect back on how much the wilds have taught you about yourself over the last several days. You recall a book you once lost that was full of wisdom about survival in the open country. On a whim, you open your pack and find the Survivor's Guide to Skyrim staring back up at you. Had it always been there, or had thought alone summoned it? You push aside the thought as you thumb through its pages, and then carefully place it back, knowing that some things are never truly lost. Very nice. So let's get this configured too. Exposure rate. What did I have this on before? We'll put that down to 0.5. Just for now. Until I can get some decent cold weather clothing. Axe durability, no. Turn that off. Remove gear intents. I'm going to enchant my own items, so I'll turn that off. It can sometimes cause problems with the enchantments if you leave that on. Campfire lighting mode manual, so I'm going to need a torch or a flame spell or something similar in order to get my campfire going. This wear rate, if enabled, equipment provides different amounts of exposure protection depending on what it is. So we'll turn that on. Need to come out of the menu again. As part of enabling or defaulting wear, all of your current equipment has been unequipped. Re-equip now. So that's that done. Effects and interface. Message, gem and meters. You'll understand what this is in a moment. That's that all done. Come out of the menu again. So if I hit this button, exposure 0, wet 0%, and the air is cold. Then if I hit the other button, I can build a campfire, craft items, harvest wood, view my status, and inspect my equipment. Craft item, for example. I can sort of make all of these without needing a forge or a tanning rack or anything else. Walking stick, stone hatchet, can be used to harvest firewood. Torches, I can make a tanning rack. I can make cloaks. Fur armour, enchanting supplies. Dense stone, I imagine I need that for the stone hatchet. Cleaned pelt, I'm assuming that's for the cloaks. And linen wraps. Pretty sure that's for making water bottles, I think. Don't know. Alright, on to the next. Harvest overhaul. Oysters have pearls. Rabbits have hearts. I'm going to boost this because, as you know, the amount of gold you get in the beginning is paltry. Put that up to 25. Oops. I will turn all of this off at some point, just to help me get started. And to demonstrate what the mods can do. Put that on 5. meats and recipes, new animal loot, full loot for mammoths, saber cat recipe, you can cook saber cat meat. Oh, no, I don't want extra humanoid options. Lurkers and Seekers now get Dremora hearts. Lurkers and Seekers are Daedra, so yeah, they should get hearts really. Vampires have blood potions, again they should have that. New cooking recipes, scroll crafting recipes, crushing recipes, which you can do at forges and mills. You can crush mammoth tusk to make powdered mammoth tusk, and you can crush dragon bone to make into bone meal, I think. Yep, dragon bones can be crushed into bone meal, and mammoth tusk can be processed into powdered mammoth tusk. Immersive Armour. This is the armours that are available, and this is the armour that will drop on NPCs. Akaviri Samurai Armour and Alduin Scale Armour. They shouldn't drop on NPCs. All of the armour is enabled. Paladin Armour, Hedge Knight Armour, Falkreath Armour. Yep, that'll do. Shield options. Painted spiked targes. Let's turn that on. That can be dropped. That can be dropped. Extra options. Armoured fur hoods should be heavy. That should be light. Jorrvaskr, that should be heavy. Redguard, well, if he's a knight, he should have heavy armour. Robes should stay as they are. Crafting without quest, yeah, let's turn that on. I don't have to do a quest before I can make something. Leave all that as it is. Realistic neat, I've got to come out of the menu again. Am I good to go? Yep, good to go. So let's turn on realistic needs now. Out the menu again. Back in. This, I find, is way too high. It gets a bit annoying having to stop every 2 minutes. Die of thirst, yeah, absolutely. Check needs, drink from stream. During fast travel, slow by 50%, because otherwise I may die on the journey. Don't want that happening. Clean cooking. Milk Drinker's Blessing. This option allows the player to milk cows to obtain milk. Why not? Okay, that's that one all done. And the rest we can leave as it is, I think. Yep, the rest can stay as it is. Quick save. And we'll just give it a moment for all of the different scripts to run. We're going to be splitting these episodes into half-hour slots, just for convenience's sake, as my computer tends to crash when I'm putting it all into one episode. It gets too hot and then just dies. Yeah.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
Right, so we've got a few options for the alternate start mod. I arrived on board a ship. I own property in one of the holds. I'm a new member of a guild. I'm a patron at a local inn. I'm a soldier in the army. I got caught crossing the border illegally. I want to escape this cell. I'm an outlaw in the wilds. I'm a vigilant of Stendar. I am camping in the woods. I was shipwrecked off the coast. I'm a vampire in a secluded lair. Sorry, if you bear with me a moment, I will be right back.